Try to make sure they all fit, all right?
Alright guys, so we're block sanding this whole thing down right now, knocking down all of the dust and kind of just the orange peel from the primer. And we're just using a simple 400 with a great watering tool, nothing like an old water bottle. The water is a little cloudy, but you know, it's shop water, so. But it's coming out great. It's really smooth. Honestly, you could probably stop. We could stop after this 400 and lay color down. At least on the areas that, you know, we're not going to have to put some sealer on when we do like the Bondo spots. Those areas we could do some sealer, and we're going to have to like repeat most of our standing steps all the way up to wet sand, either a 400 or 600 again. But we're going to keep on knocking this out. The hood, at least from that side to about right here, is done with 400. It's silky smooth. It's probably the best that hood's ever looked, even new. So let's go ahead and keep on going and see if we can't get more of this truck knocked out. Alright guys, this is the Bondo that we decided to use. It's just Bondo Professional Fast Dry Filler. Now, we've used just like the traditional Bondo and stuff before. This is our first time using this specific kind. I mean, it's all the same at the end of the day. It's, you know, the prep work that goes into it prior. Bondo's Bondo. I know there's Featherlight, Bondo, a few different brands, but we use this on the fenders and it looks great. So I'm gonna go ahead. I got my little board right here. I got the Bondo, the hardener, and new scrapers. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix this all up. And cleaned off some of the spots. We're gonna start at the roof, but definitely cleaned off a lot of the spots to get them just so that the Bondo takes to it. But we're gonna start at the roof and work our way down. Let's go ahead and get this mixed up.
Alright guys, so I'm out here by myself. For Ryan and Ethan are coming out, and what I'm going to be doing is putting these carriage bolts that we got at Home Depot or Lowe's or something. They match up pretty good to the huck rivets, and in all these holes there's 35 per side from the holes from the fairings. And the reason we're doing carriage bolts is, even though we have the huck rivets here, we do not have a huck gun. And they're pretty expensive, and you know, we're trying to fix this truck up nice and spending more money than really anticipated, so the huck gun's not really in the budget right now, but we will get it eventually before we do anything on that truck. So first I gotta drill out these holes a little bit more so I can get this through, and then we'll be on the way. But we're doing this before we prime all the Bondo spots and bodywork spots, because we're gonna prime over these heads so they'll be the same color as the truck. So let's get to it. So the first thing I gotta do is drill out all the holes to a bigger size. What size? This is a 5/16 drill bit, and I already did this bottom one down here and it sits in there pretty good. So just gonna work my way up and drill all the holes first. Just gotta make sure they all fit, alright? Two bottom ones in here, and got all the washer, lock washer, and nut, and everything's stainless steel, so nothing on here should rust. But let's put this on. Doesn't have to be too tight, I don't think, because it's not holding anything. But the reason I'm doing these two down here with the nuts and everything first is because I can get to these two right here, but everything else, or these two I can get down here, I think up to here or here I can get into the cubby, but then the rest I gotta take out the interior of that corner piece, and then I can get to the back side. Looking pretty good. You know, they're not the perfect mash, perfect size, but it's the best we can do right now, especially if we don't have a huck gun. So let's keep on trucking. Now I gotta get the interior and the bunk out, or just not the whole interior, but just this corner piece back here, so I can reach back there and get it. So guys, I just finished tightening up all the carriage bolts on the driver's side. I got the 6 down here, 6 up there, and all along the side. It was pretty difficult, kind of a hassle doing most of them. I got these pretty easy because you could just reach around, and same with most of these. I think 4 of these back here. But for the rest of them, I had to take this part down from the shelf up here and the backing material, headliner kind of stuff. And once I did that, then it was pretty simple, but that was just a hassle trying to do that and take the bed out of the truck. But yeah, it looks pretty good. And then the other side over here, I have not finished yet, but I got some of them. I got all these except for these 2 tightened down, and then all up to this one tightened down. So I have to do the rest up there, and then those 6 back right there. I'm not going to film that because it's kind of dark in there. Well, it's actually really dark in there, and it's even hard for me to see with the flashlight, so you guys probably wouldn't be able to see what I'm doing. But like I said before earlier, when I was showing you what we were using, I know these are carriage bolts and not the actual huck rivets, even though we have them. So don't yell at us or get mad because we're using carriage bolts. It's, you know, the best option we have right now, and it's working. So it's looking pretty good. And after this step, we got to sand that Bondo down that Ryan put down, and then prime all those spots and prime over the bolts that we just put in. Old man's truck and the W9, and we just got these new LED headlights that we're gonna put in here because we got the LEDs in the Kenworth, so thought we'd put them in this truck as well. And I think I'm just gonna take this piece off, the visor thing. Maybe I'll leave it on, I don't know. And then we took these off because the 94P, if you guys watched that video, we took these little fairing things off, and I think it looks a lot better, so I'm gonna try to take those off today as well. And we also have these chrome plastic axle covers that we were originally going to put on the 94, but the studs on the axles were not long enough to put those on, so I think I'm going to put them on the old man's truck or the Kenworth. Haven't decided yet. But I need to get the new bug nut covers for the Kenworth. I have them, so throw those on as well. And then I also have the center caps for old man's truck as well. So that's what I'm gonna be doing, and let's get it done. got the old one out. It's in decent shape. I gotta clean up this connection in there. It's a little gross. It's probably not a good connection either. So I'll hit that with some starting fluid and stuff, try to clean that out. But the problem we had, well, first I gotta, before I take the other side out, is test these, make sure it's got the low beam and high beams, because we put in the LEDs on the 94 Pete. Let me come over here so I'm out of the wind. When we put the LED headlights on the 94 Pete, the silver one that we're working on, they don't have low beams, so we have to order new ones. And so I'm just going to test these out before I put both of them in and take them both apart to make sure they actually have the low beams and are legal. So I'll do that right now. Pretty bright, but as you guys can see, we actually do have the low beams on this one. So now we know the brand that we have to buy for the 94 Pete, but that's a good sign. So now I just got to clean up the connections there and put it in, get the other side going. But we do need to order the new LED ones for the side. That will definitely help clean it up a little bit, make it look a little, you know, newer and nicer. So let's get to it.
Alright guys, that's going to be a wrap for this video. We'll catch you guys all in the next one. If you haven't already, go check out the Instagram. We're always doing stuff on there. And then actually we're going to do an Instagram live where we bring on certain people that, you know, want to interact with us. So if you want to do that and you want to be a part of that, email us, drop us a comment either on the video or on the Instagram, DM us. We'd love to sit down and chat with all you guys. So there's a few I know that have contacted us and want to do that. And also we'll walk you guys around the trucks, and with the people that we do connect with, we'll have them walk around their projects and stuff that they're doing. So it's going to be a really cool experience, something great for us to connect with all you guys and kind of connect on a one-to-one basis. So if you haven't already, go check that out. Otherwise, we'll catch you guys all in the next one. Take care, and don't forget to keep them wheels rolling.